What's up, guys? This is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com and On3, and we're back with another Signee Spotlight. This time we're highlighting top 100 defensive lineman Benny Patterson, a big addition towards the end of the cycle. Benny, you just signed with Michigan on Wednesday. What does it feel like to officially be a Wolverine?
Man, I'm excited, man. It's a tradition-rich program, and I'm thankful to be a part of it. So excited.
Awesome, man. So, like we talked about before the interview, you don't do a ton of these interviews. So, we want to definitely get to know you. But before we do some off the field stuff, let's talk about Michigan. It was kind of an interesting process for you. You flew under the radar, committed to Cincinnati, flipped to Michigan. Just talk about your recruiting process in general and that journey that led you to Michigan.
Yeah, like you said, kind of flew under the radar. Committed to Cincinnati. My senior tape got out. A lot of schools started to hit me up, and took a lot of visits. Um, Went to Michigan, loved it. Everything was good from when I got offered to the visit was good, and then getting back and just having that feeling and talking thing over my family, and we ended up deciding that that was the best thing to do. So flip from Cincinnati to Michigan, and here I am.
Awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I guess what was it like when you got the Michigan offer and started getting some other offers? Because, like we talked about, you hadn't flown under the radar. How'd you kind of handle the process at that point, and how exciting was it to finally see you start getting some recognition?
Yeah, it's definitely good to feel like your hard work started to pay off because, like you said, I kind of flew under the radar and didn't really get the attention of the bigger name schools, which I always feel like I had the capability to play at. So, when the big name schools started to reach out, it was a good feeling, and just want to make sure you find the right fit for you and have a good relationship with the coaches and all that.
Let's talk a little bit about Michigan. When that offer came, was it kind of a surprise to you, or were you already communicating with them? How did that whole process play out?
Oh, well, some guys from their staff had actually reached out to me, like I believe before I even committed to Cincinnati, and I just had never ended up even seeing it. So I remember, like, when as I was committing, I was kind of going through, and I saw that I was like, oh, I missed over that or whatever, and then they kind of came back around and got back in the mix of things. And when I got the offer, I kind of knew it was going to happen just because of the things leading up to the moment. It took a couple times for us to actually get the opportunity to get on the phone, but I know that I talked to my head coach like that week, so they were pretty adamant about doing a lot of things. So I kind of had the feeling, and definitely just thankful.
So take me through the commitment to Michigan. How did that happen? Why did you decide Michigan was the right fit for you?
Uh, yeah, so I got offered, scheduled a visit for a couple of weeks from then. Went on the visit. Even leading up to things, just talking with Coach Espo and Coach Moore and all that. I had a good feeling about it going into it. I heard a lot of good things about the program, so went up there, saw everything for myself. Kind of fell in love with the place, the tradition, the culture, and the pedigree of putting defensive linemen in the NFL at Michigan is like second to none in my opinion. I think that's D-line university. So just have the opportunity to play in like the brightest stage, the big games and all that. Biggest rivalry in sports. Like what else? What else would you want? And the relationship being built with the coaches throughout that time. So definitely uh, all that into me and deciding that I wanted to commit.
Talk a little bit about your relationship with Coach Lou Esposito, obviously Michigan's defensive line coach. What you thought about him and how you guys were able to build up a bond so quickly.
Right, yeah. No, I mean he's a genuine guy. He's not gonna, try and sell you a dream. He's gonna give it to you straight. And I definitely was a fan of that. And he knows his stuff. Has developed some good guys. So really wanted to come play for him and be a part of that program.
What about Sharon Moore, Michigan's head coach? I know he was personally involved in your recruitment as well. What can you tell me about your relationship with him?
Man, he's just super relatable, super genuine. Some head coaches you'll talk to are like head coachy, and I never got that vibe with him. He's like a just genuine, good guy, and someone you definitely want to play for.
What, I guess, do you think about the direction of the program? I know it wasn't the best year for Michigan, but what do you think about what Sharon Moore is building at Michigan?
Right. No, I believe he's building a championship culture, and like you said, things are on the up. We got a really good class coming in, and some really good key pieces that are going to be returning. So, I mean, I think sky's the limit.
Let's talk a little bit about this scheme. I mean, you're a really versatile guy just watching your film. I think you can play various spots along the defensive line or rush the
Right.
passer. I mean, what do you think about Michigan's scheme and the way you could potentially fit?
Right. Yeah, I love their scheme. We talked about me playing some edge. I believe, depending on how my frame develops, I can play some inside, outside. So I was a really big fan of that, and just knowing that, just it all depends on how my body develops. I can flex kind of anywhere in that scheme. So definitely feel really good about that.
How would you kind of describe yourself as a player? What do you feel like you bring to the table? What would you tell Michigan fans you bring to the table?
I just feel like I play with a really high motor, like nonstop, high intensity, physical, fast, and just nonstop, no quit, never quit on any play.
Tell me a little bit about let's go back to the visit. I know you made the visit, flipped. What was it about the visit that really stood out? And I know you also returned for your official visit. So I guess just the visits in general, what stood out about the campus, the environment, just, Michigan, both on and off the field?
Right. Yeah, the culture. I mean, I think the culture there and the tradition is again second to none. The coaching staff, and it's all super genuine. Talking over the phone, you kind of get a feel for people, but you never really know until you can get there, and you hear things, and even getting a chance to be around the players. They'll tell you the truth and give it to you what it really is, and just getting a chance to do all of that. Just made me feel like that was a really good place I wanted to be in, or was a college town, and definitely something that I feel like fits me and what I want to do. So all that just made me fall in love with the program.
What did you think about some of the players just getting to spend some time around them?
All great guys. That's the biggest thing. Nobody's like a me guy. Everybody's for the team, and just got one common goal.
Towards the end of the cycle, when you did have, some of those other offers, what were maybe a couple of things that separated Michigan from maybe USC, which I know was big in your recruitment? I know you had a couple other ones. What were the kind of defining moments or things that really pushed Michigan over the edge?
I just think the culture and the coaching staff. Those are probably two biggest things. Michigan's culture. I know I keep saying it, but it's truly second to none. The education there's second to none, and I mean the coaches are all just super genuine people, and it's on an upward trend.
Let's go ahead and get to know you off the field a little bit, Benny. Like I said, you haven't gotten in front of the camera with the Michigan fans, so let's get to know you a little bit. What would you tell, before I start asking you some random questions, what would you tell Michigan fans they should know about you away from the field?
Uh, I'm a cool guy.
Well,
Yeah,
what do you like to do?
I'm
What makes you cool?
I'm just calm, man. I just relax. I'm just chill, man. I don't do too much. I just kind of mind my business and do my thing.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pry it out of you. So we're gonna have to get to know you a little bit here.
All right,
Tell me, these are just gonna be rapid fire random questions. All right. So
cool.
tell me your favorite movie.
Probably Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Which one? There's like 10.
Oh man, that's a great question. All of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
I think the first one was the best one. You can't go
yeah.
wrong with the first one. Though,
Right,
I like Tokyo Drift. I've lost count with how many Fast and Furious there are.
right.
But let's go with favorite food.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings, what kind?
Uh, barbecue chicken wings.
Barbecue. I like the mango
Yeah,
habanero, man, and barbecue's
those
probably
are those are
second.
good too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with those 2. That's the combo I get
Right.
at Wingstop all the
Okay.
time. Let's go with, favorite athlete.
LeBron.
LeBron. Come
Yeah,
on,
LeBron James.
now Michael Jordan's better,
Oh,
just
come
in the
on, man.
moment. If you weren't playing football, what sport would you be playing?
Basketball.
Basketball. Pretty good
Yeah.
hooper?
Yeah, I'll be a 6'3" big man, so I don't know how well that'll work out for me, but
I'm sure at the high school level, you bully guys around
yeah,
down
I'll
in
be all right. Yeah.
the All right. Who was your favorite Michigan player to watch this season?
Josiah Stewart. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad for a defensive guy.
Right.
Tell me, well, let's go with this one. If you were to go on a vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Probably Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah.
More of a beach type of guy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So last thing, and this is not an off the field question, just kind of wrapping up the interview. 3 to 4 years from now, what are some individual goals you have? What are some goals you have for the team?
Uh, I'll, win a national championship. Uh, be the best version of myself. Hopefully, be getting ready for NFL draft possibilities and things like that.
Awesome, Benny. Oh, I did forget to ask you, are you an early enrollee?
I am.
Okay, so really quick, sneaking it in. Just tell me a little bit about how much you think enrolling early is going to help you and how excited you are to get to campus, maybe participate in some of these bowl practices.
Oh yeah, I think it helps a ton. Everybody I've talked to said it's the best thing to do. You get there early, you get acclimated to, just for one, living in a different place, being around the guys, knowing your way around. So by the time summer rolls around and some of the other guys are just coming in, you kind of know where everything's at and you're acclimated and you're just worried about football.
Awesome, Benny. So Michigan fans, we'll see you on the field soon. Guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, and subscribe to the Wolverine.com right now using the promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months. Benny, we really appreciate you hopping on board and joining the podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you.